Hello, this is Ben Bowser from District 9, and we're here with the Weekly Dig to ask him two questions about Boston Public Schools. So, the first question is, what do you believe is the current state of the Boston Public Schools? What grade would you give it now? And what grade would you give them when Marty Walsh started 4 years ago?
I would definitely say that the Boston Public Schools is in a position of transition. There's some really great things happening in the district, and there's some structural issues that we have that we need to address. With a school district of 57,000 students, we have over 140 nations, 80 languages spoken. Teaching staff is at 35% people of color, and leadership's at 50% people of color. I think that's a great thing. Art education and STEM and STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, has seen a huge increase in time in the classroom. Extended learning time has been rolled out over the past couple of years, and we've seen some really great improvements with test scoring and overall student achievement, and I think that's a really great thing. But we have some structural issues. You know, we have schools where you can't drink the water. We have schools seeing budgets cut. Vocational school, Madison Park has lost, I think, $700,000. And this is where kids learn trades to help them out down the road and learn a skill. We also have teachers working without a contract right now. And so I am encouraged. I think that the new BTU president, Jessica Tang, will do a good job, and help deliver that contract. But we are struggling as a district in these kind of issues. So for an overall grade, I would give Boston Public Schools a C with a comment code of improvement noted, but needs to increase the level of focus and effort. I'd say that about the Boston Public Schools. We can do better.
Thank you. So, the second question is, what specifically are you going to do to improve them? A, how many schools are you going to visit? B, what programs would you add or subtract? And C, how much money, if any, do you think the schools need?
I want to start that answer out with a quote from Marty Walsh from a couple of years ago, where he said that if we want our students to have a 21st century education, they need to learn in 21st century facilities. And this is true across the district, Regarding visiting schools, I'm 100% going to start with the schools in my district. I'd love to have an open line of communications with the teachers, the parent side councils, and administrators. If there's an issue that affects my community, like the busing and traffic affecting how kids get to school, I'd love to be in those conversations with the administrators. I'd love to do drop-ins and swing by and do readings to kids, attend professional developments, special events. I think that I would love to stay in the loop with what's going on in my neighborhood, and also go out to other schools around the district that have seen huge increases in testing grades and overall school performance, turn around schools that are successes, and see how we can replicate that model in other parts of the district through coalitions of schools. But I think that we really need to focus on underfunded schools and schools that saw their budgets slashed. Not only should we be focusing on STEM and STEAM and providing coding and hard sciences for our students to become geneticists and scientists, we need to be providing skills with real world skills to become chefs, to write menus for restaurants, and kids to learn how to wire and frame buildings. We're seeing a huge boom in our city with regard to construction, and we need to increase the job skills for our population of students that don't want to become scientists. They want to have a skill that they can help them get through life. And I'm going to leave it on this, that there's a huge mainstreaming push right now, which means putting students with disabilities, special ed students, even some higher level English language learners into the classroom, into general education. And I just want to make sure that schools have it in their budgets to have the resources that these students need. I want to see enough support in the classroom, if that's a teacher or if that's a paraprofessional or an ABA. I want to make sure students with disabilities are getting the resources that they deserve and the resources that they are guaranteed by their individualized education plans. And the only way to do that is to make sure that the budget of these schools, not just the whole school budget, reflects the ability to close the gaps in our education system. Because we have a lot of work to do, and I would love to be part of that conversation that betters our school district.
All right, thank you. This is Brandon Bowser from District 9.
Thank you.